I wanted to address this comment about the price of weight loss medications in the United States. This is a super common comment that I get, which is if the medications are so expensive that insurances are not covering them and nobody can get them, maybe this will force the drug companies to drop the price of the medication. And this is kind of a logical thing that would make sense. Obviously, if I was selling something that was so expensive nobody would buy it, I'd be forced to drop the price so that people could buy it, otherwise I would go out of business. The problem is, that's not how drugs work in the US. They don't follow the same market rules that you would follow if you were opening up a stand to sell cupcakes, for example. Keep in mind, even though less than 30% of the US population has coverage for these weight loss medications, they're still out of stock everywhere. Even with that little of coverage, these weight loss drugs are still in high demand, and people are willing to pay cash for them. And if you look at the integration between insurance companies, pharmacy benefit managers, and the drug companies and the kickbacks they have to give through the PBMs to the insurance companies, you start to realize very quickly that none of the market economics that you would expect occur with these drugs. So unfortunately, despite the fact that nobody can get these drugs due to coverage issues, it doesn't mean they're going to suddenly become cheaper on anybody. And if everybody had coverage for these drugs, the drug companies would not be able to keep up with demand. This has been true for a lot of drugs for a very long time. I'm also an asthma doctor, and these inhalers that we use for asthma are very expensive as well. Lots of people have asthma, lots of people needed the inhalers, but they didn't drop in price just because there was demand for them. It might be because the weight loss drugs are so high in demand that everyone's just starting to realize now that this is how it's been for all the new drugs coming out for a while. Sorry to be so pessimistic.